Hey, how's it going, Flash Mob? It is your favorite friend and guide to Diablo Immortal, Omni Flash. Today, we're diving into the depths of Diablo Immortal to unleash the ultimate Blood Knight PvP build. And let me tell you, this thing is straight up insane. We're talking about crazy amounts of damage and lightning fast speed and invulnerability like you've never seen before. Are you ready to wreck some fools? Let's do this. In today's video, I will be showing you exactly how to play the Blood Knight, what legendaries to use, what set items to use, what pet to use, what curse set to use. Everything that you need to know I will tell you in this video. Also, I will tell you how to play, like who to attack and who to be a little careful with, because there are some counters to the Blood Knight. Also, this build works with any resonance. You can be 1,000 resonance, you can be 2,000 resonance, you can be 10,000 resonance. This build will work for you. In this particular game, I am 4,400 resonance. Alright, Flash Mob, check it out. What I just used to just obliterate that Demon Hunter is the skill Skewer. The Besolver legendary main hand will allow your Skewer to stun your enemies and deal an insane amount of damage. It is your burst damage skill. Plus, using offhands, we are able to use the Hawthorn Sprig to increase all your damage by 19%. And we can also use the offhand called Soul Censor to armor break your enemies, to actually break the armor of enemies and melt your enemies. So armor breaker, we will have 3 ways to break your enemy's armor. So even super tanky enemies will be able to be killed. That is something that I really like about Blood Knights. They're able to deal damage to people who are significantly stronger than you, and you are able to also stun them with your Skewer skill. Next up is your bat form, where you turn into a swarm of flying bats. Using Teeming Grotto as your legendary chest piece, you will be able to break your enemy's armor while in bat form. And also, during bat form, you are invulnerable. You are pretty much invincible 50% of the time while using this build. When you are in a rough spot, when your enemies are all over, when you're outnumbered, or, if you want to, you can use bat form and Sanguinate as invulnerability frames. Just like how I just used bat form and Sanguinate to escape that satyr. Now, the biggest counter for Blood Knights would be Crusaders. Crusaders have these circles of death. So they have Consecration. They also have Heart of Grandeur Condemn. They also have the Iron Suzerain Condemn. So they have multiple circles of death. They actually deal quite a lot of damage now. And what they can do is, if they can stun you and smack you with your sword and hit you with all those circles, it can hurt you quite a bit. So you have to you need to sort of bait out a Crusader's invincibility circle. Then you have to burst him down before he can kill you. So your burst is significantly, a Blood Knight's burst is significantly more than a satyr. However, a satyr is a lot tankier. So you do want to get the satyr to use its invulnerability circle. Then you can skewer him a couple times and destroy him. With that said, Blood Knights counter Demon Hunters. Alright, so Demon Hunters are extremely weak versus Blood Knights because of bat form and Sanguinate. with those invulnerable skills, you'll be zipping around the battlefield at lightning speed. Demon Hunters cannot outrun you. You want to catch me? Too bad. I'm already gone, baby. And when you're in a tight spot, just activate Sanguinate for some sweet invulnerability. It's like having a cheat code for survival. So, I mean, it's super, super strong. You just zip around in Sanguinate, also in bat form. Your bat form actually deals damage. Also, your Siphon. Your Siphon skill also does damage. You can be siphoning their life and healing yourself while using bat form and Sanguinate. But to be honest, if you use your Skewer correctly, 1 Skewer or 2 Skewers will finish off most Demon Hunters. Same way, Demon Hunters are the weakest versus you. Wizards are next. Wizards are slightly tankier, but you can destroy wizards pretty easily. Even if they have purple tornadoes, you can skate straight through with your bat form and your Sanguinate. Also, necromancers. You are very strong versus necromancers. While you are in bat form or Sanguinate, necromancers cannot hit you with corpse lance. Okay, but a good necromancer may be using immobilizing corpse lances, and if they are able to immobilize you with their corpse lances, you may be slightly in trouble. So be careful if the enemy necromancers are using Emperor's Worm Hat that immobilizes enemies with their corpse lances. Now, a ton of your burst damage is from your Skewer, so you have to be able to hit your enemy with your Skewer. If you're having trouble aiming your Skewer, you push down, you just hold down the Skewer button, and then you can aim where that Skewer is going to be. Okay, you need to practice that. So I recommend, if you want to be the best Blood Knight PvPer ever, I would recommend using this build even in PvE. Even while you're farming, I would recommend you use this build. You are so fast, you'll be moving so quickly, and I want you to use your Skewer to attack each group of mobs. I want you to aim, use Skewer. Don't let Skewer auto aim. Don't use auto aim. Be sure to manually aim every single Skewer so that you get better at it. Okay, I want you to continually manual aim every single Skewer until you can hit anything in your way. This, my friends, is the ultimate and, in my opinion, best PvP build for Blood Knight ever. We've gotten some super strong legendaries that I will show you right now. I'm going to show you right after we win, and we do get victory, and I am MVP. The hat you want to use will be Horns of the Hex. Horns of the Hex, super strong. This bad boy keeps you healthy and in the battle. No more downtime, no more sitting on the sidelines. With Siphon, you'll be back in action faster than you can say Omni Flash. It's also about maximizing your carnage potential. Use the Horns of the Hex hat. Next, be sure to use Solemn Snare Shoulders. Solemn Snare Shoulders makes it so that during bat form you deal a ton of damage. You're invulnerable. Also, it does synergizes very well with a new chest piece. So be sure to use the Solemn Snare Shoulders. The chest piece is called Teeming Grotto. Teeming Grotto chest piece is a bat form modifier, making so that while you're in bat form, you will break your enemy's armor by 19%. This armor break is vital in taking down whales. You can bat form into whales, okay? Even if you are smaller res and you have some 8 or 9k enemy, you can bat form into them, break their armor as a smaller person, as smaller res. You can still break their armor by 19% with the Teeming Grotto bat form. And remember, in bat form, you are invulnerable. Faces of Fading Mirth. Faces of Fading Mirth is the pants. Also modifying bat form. This will cause your bat form to also poison your enemy, dealing even more damage. It also works very well if you have a Pain Collapse 2-star gem. I don't have one, so I'm not using it, but very recommended to use 2-star Pain Collapse in your build. Next up, for your first main hand, you will want to use Cruel Vendetta. Cruel Vendetta just basically adds 38% to your basic attack, to your normal Shadow's Edge attacks. Your normal attack, your basic attack, increased damage by 38%. So this is super important. Next main hand that you need to use is the Beast Solver. This does transform your Skewer into the incredible Sleep and Annihilate. I mean, just basically, you just stab your enemies, which will stun them, which will also activate Chip of Stone Flesh, which will also, you do have 2 offhand modifiers, which is very strong, that goes with that Skewer. You have Soul Censor and Hawthorn Sprig. Both of these offhands are absolutely necessary. Hawthorn Sprig increases your damage by 19%. Soul Censor will break your enemy's armor by 19%. This combo is insane, and that's why these skewers are so important and does so much damage. For your green set items, I do recommend that you go ahead and use a 6 set of glooms. You want a 6 set of glooms, which will give you a ton of damage and a ton of crit. And also, if you use 6 set of glooms, every 40 seconds you will fear your enemies and give some explosive damage. Okay, 6 set of glooms is, in my opinion, the best set. Plus, you want 2 pieces of Vithu's Urges. 2 pieces of Vithu's Urges will cause all of your buffs, which would be your bat form, your Sanguinate, your Siphon. All your skills will last 30% longer. So the best green set items you want to use: 6-piece Gloom, 2 pieces of Vithu's Urges. Now, I am using 4 Gloom, 4 Urges, and that is simply because I don't have 6 pieces Gloom. Okay, but in my opinion, 6 pieces Gloom, 2 Vithu's Urges will be better. I have always been a strong proponent for stun invocations, but I have not been able to get high CR gear for stun invocation. It's just not, the difference is not worth it. So now I use cursed gear. I recommend using cursed gear of Detested, because you are an assassin class. Blood Knights are speedy assassins. You go in, you kill someone, then you get out. Then you kill someone else. Maybe you're able to go in and kill 2 people and get out. An assassin class, I recommend you use Detested. The Detested set is super strong on Blood Knights. You leave this huge circle that damages your enemies, plus also it will also cause your enemies in that circle, in the Detested circle, to take 12% more damage. So you have your Detested 12% increased damage. You have your 19% armor break from your Skewer. You have your 19% armor break from your Swarm of Bats. And there you have it, Flash Mob, the ultimate Blood Knight PvP build in Diablo Immortal. With crazy damage, insane speed, invulnerability for days, and healing on demand. You'll be the stuff of nightmares for your enemies. So go ahead, dive in the fray, and unleash hell like never before. This is Omni Flash signing off. If you like this video, please like, subscribe, and make sure to comment below. It really helps. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.